Hey Leo, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. Forgive me for my croaky voice, but I have got a little cold. Um, but hopefully within a few days I should be better. But I'm well enough to do your reading, and in fact it gives me something to do while I'm trying to recover. So yes, this is your 2018 yearly love reading for the sign of Leo. So that could be for your rising sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, your descendant. You could have your fifth house being ruled by Leo. You could be having some sort of Leo transit. That's quite important in your chart. Progress planets, could go on. But I've just asked Spirit to let me know what's going on with the Leo energy and with the Leo sign. What energies are going to be around the Leo sign as we move through the year. I would like to take the opportunity as well to let you know that I do have an Etsy shop, which is called Symbols for Living. It's all one word at etsy.com, where I do sell postcards, which are kind of like birthday cards, really, because they've got your birth sign on it. So they're really cute little birthday gifts you can get. Like, it's the sign of Pisces coming up soon, and we've got Aquarius as well that we're currently in. So you can purchase like birthday gifts there. There's also posters, A3 size, and postcards, which are really cute. Little gift to your Aquarian friends and family, especially if they're interested in astrology. It's something that they can keep, frame even. They are very pretty pictures. Please do check it out, or follow me on Instagram as well, where you can see some of the products as well and see if you like it. These are all made with you guys in mind, with astrology lovers in mind, with spiritual workers and enthusiasts, of that genre. This is all for you guys. So please do check it out and spread the word as well if you like it. It's also another great way to support the YouTube channel as well. So yes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. For the first month in January that we're currently in, although we are approaching the end of it, we do have the Empress card, which shows you coming in quite strong. She has come out upright. I don't usually read reversals anyway, but I do like to take them into account either way, although I do just see it as one energy, reversed or upright. I've kept them here for now, but I'm going to flip them around in a bit. So the Empress card. So you've come in quite strong, probably quite a few admirers if you're not already in a committed relationship. You could be birthing something new of your own, especially with the Ace of Pentacles coming in February, in a few days' time. It could be that you're ready to birth something you're feeling very fertile. You could have a lot of business opportunities, a lot of opportunities to work with people, a lot of people offering to help you, just an abundance of resources, an abundance of open doors. Your charm will be on its highest high, but in a very grounded way. You will have a lot of self-control as well because of this very grounded influence. The three within the Empress card as well also does signify that, as I said, there could be a birth. If I haven't said that already, sorry. There could be a birth coming along, a third addition to your current union, if it's a long-lasting one, which is beautiful, especially with Ace of Pentacles, as I said. It could also mean a third party. We do have the Three of Cups reversed and the Ace of Coins reversed as well, which does signify that there could have been some that you could realise come February that there's some sort of full start, or a beginning that didn't quite take off, or talks of a new beginning but nothing really solidified as time went on. But because it has come out in the upright, I do feel like you feel on top of your game in January. You feel very strong, very attractive. You're really coming into your own. If you're a young woman, you're really maturing, and even if you're already a mature woman, you're maybe maturing in different ways, possibly in self-confidence, more expressive, and really growing in your femininity, connecting with others. It's just so many messages are coming through. But definitely like a strong family vibe as well. This whole row was all connected to family. So, and I know that Leo is quite big on family. So I don't know if there's a strong focus on that, security, money, work, business, family, connecting with those that you love in the first third of the year, at least the first quarter of the year. This could also just be a very beautiful woman coming into your life as well, or that you're very focused on at the moment. Could be a Taurus, could be a Libra woman, but she's very there's a certain innocence to her as well, or purity about her, and honesty about her, for the men watching. But she knows exactly what she's worth. You may be focused on more material things this year as well. You could be looking into pampering yourself more this year. As you move into the year, it's a very, very positive upswing as you move in. Now, it looks like come February, you do want to lay some sort of foundation. You do want to start to kind of carve your own path. You do want some permanence in your relationships, or generally, as I was saying, maybe just generally within life for your family's sake. But it looks as if there's challenges around this. So it looks like there's a lot of promise in January, possibly if this is regarding a relationship, but it just doesn't seem to get off the ground. It just doesn't seem to be able to take root. It's like the potential is there, but I feel that maybe someone isn't wanting to commit, maybe a kind of fear of commitment, maybe a fear of, abandonment possibly, not being quite sure to feel secure within relationships and to take that leap of faith and make that commitment. Someone seems to be hesitant here. It's possibly because of past heartbreaks, being left out in the cold in the past. It could also be, secrets involved, and possibly a third party could be involved, or if not full parties, just like this person may have a lot of friends, or you may have a lot of friends, and it's just maybe you're just not quite ready to settle yet. You may feel there's just too many options available to you at this time, or your partner may feel that way, because you're coming in very strong and very confident. Also, the Eight of Pentacles came out 3 times as I was shuffling. When I say 3 times, this is actually the 3rd time where it came out as I first picked up the deck and started shuffling. When I cut the cards, it was in the middle, along with the Lover's card. And then as I was shuffling, it popped out of the deck as the first card. And I thought again, okay, great, 8 of Pentacles. And then as I've turned the deck, as I've pulled out the last card as the overall energy for your year, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So definitely Spirit and the angels and all those heavenly beings that do care about our growth. They do want to possibly confirm for you that yes, this year is to do with work. It is about fine-tuning things. It is about taking those, making a commitment to something as well. Understanding that things take work. And that no one's perfect and there's always room for growth. So I don't see many forgiveness cards. I don't know, I was about to say maybe, it may take forgiveness and learning and moving forward, but I don't see much of that here. But definitely with the Ten of Swords reversed at the end of the year, there is a kind of letting go. And also the Two of Swords as well, and then 5 of Coins. It's kind of a letting go, a releasing, and acceptance, and clarity is gained throughout the year. So yeah, there is a slight theme of letting go and moving forward. But with the 8 of Coins, I feel it is telling you to, once you have made the choice on what it is that you do find value in and what you do want to work at, you know, do go ahead and work at it. Do put the effort in. Don't be afraid of the commitment. Commitment is only gonna, it looks like here the card's saying commitment's only gonna lead you to some sort of success or happiness or achievement, and will take you on to that next milestone that will bring you to some sort of success. So, you know, don't be afraid to make a commitment. If you know this person is worth the effort. Okay, so then in March we've got the Three of Cups reversed. This could mean some sort of separation from friends, maybe some feelings of loneliness, or possibly, you know, if this is purely relationship focused, then I just feel that it could mean that there's a separation between you and your partner, and possibly during that separation you do see other people, maybe your partner sees other people, which could lead to feelings of loneliness, and just a feeling of separation. But I don't really get much unhappiness from the card. Like, I don't feel that you're yeah, I do feel like you may be on your own, but maybe you feel like you needed the space. Yeah, you may feel like you need to get out of your feelings a little bit. This could also mean that you are spending too much time with your friends, too much time in kind of meaningless connections that don't really bring you much happiness at all. You could be doing this to take your mind off a non-committal or something that didn't take off. You could find yourself mingling with a lot of people, but in March they won't be very meaningful. They'll be very superficial. Interestingly, we've got a very superficial character coming in April, which is the King of Pentacles. So he's very superficial. So you may meet someone in March that, you may meet them through friends, while you're out, while you're drinking, trying just to have fun, not focusing on commitment. Or your partner may be doing this to you. But I do feel like this is more your energy, to be honest. Because these two cards do tell a story of non-commitment and superficiality, and then this card again, although you're coming in very strong in the year, I think you've got a very strong focus on work, making money. This just seems to be a big focus for you. You may feel like by spending more time on yourself, to beautify yourself more is really what you're looking for, is to kind of pamper yourself, which is very Leo quality. And I have heard before this card being connected to Leo, but only once before, so I'm not sold on it yet, but yeah, I can totally see how this is a Leo card. So it looks like you may be getting involved with someone come spring that's, quite superficial, quite focused on money, likes to show off, it's just shallow and feels that money is power, and they themselves could be quite untrusting, quite stingy as well, maybe using money as a kind of weapon or a tool in a sense, but they could be quite stingy and not trusting, quite cynical, and they may not be very rich at all or very wealthy at all. You know, it could again just be a front. It's more about what they're showing rather than actual substance. So that's what seems to be happening here. Okay, so then come May, we've got the High Priestess. It's a very spiritual card. It's an extremely spiritual card. It does talk about secrets. But this is possibly secrets that you're keeping. I feel like you have a strong agenda for yourself this year. And you're keeping the cards close to your chest. You know exactly what you want. Again, there's a strong focus this year. And then we've got the Six of Coins as well, which is again another coins card. And we come into the year quite materialistic as well. King of Cups, Four of Swords. Okay. So yeah, it looks like you could be looking for love with a person that possibly has an equal income to you, or is very generous. And I feel that that could be part of your agenda this year. You're keeping your cards close to your chest, but you definitely know what you're doing. Like you may not be saying much, but you've got a plan and you know exactly what you want. Again, it's a very fertile energy, even though that you know you probably would describe this as quite a barren kind of energy. It's not very motherly per se. It's not even physical, you know, but it is a very abundant energy. It's in fact almost a bottomless pit of pure energy. And you could be manifesting a lot this year. You could even be doing some, you know, if you are into spell work or manifestation practices, then you could find yourself doing quite a lot of that, I think, this year. Definitely come the Taurus season, which is interesting because Taurus is also about manifestation. So I feel that you could be keeping some secrets to yourself and have your own agenda as to what you want to do. Okay, so yeah, come June, you may find yourself coming out of the cold. We then find you in July possibly opening up to love. So you may find that in June there's something that comes along that makes you feel part of something, that makes you feel not like you're out in the cold. You feel looked after and you feel appreciated and treasured and again well looked after, and this may lead to love. In July you will feel very much in love and very happy with the situation. You'll definitely be sold on the idea of love. Your heart will open up in July, which, you know, in all fairness, I have to say is a slightly vulnerable position for anyone to be in. I mean, you know, when your heart opens up and you start to trust someone and you start to allow yourself to envision the future and you start to become attached and all that kind of stuff, it's like that's all kind of opening up, possibly through someone supporting you financially or making you feel like you belong, making you feel secure, you know, making you not feel like you're on your own, really making you feel like you're part of something. So it could be a relationship. Your relationship, I feel like you get rescued or something, or someone helps you. You could receive the assistance that you ask for, possibly if it is some sort of material manifestation work that you're doing. Well, not material manifestation, but just manifestation work that you're doing. You could find someone really comes through for you. It could be your ancestors, probably, possibly, that do come through for you, and you feel very, very much. You might feel closer to them at that time. But as this is I'm trying to keep it strictly love. This could be literally someone who's living, your partner, who comes through for you. It could also be family members, but either way, your heart is opened, and you feel like you can trust again, and you feel like everything's just lovely, and you have a lot of hope, and you may feel very generous at this time as well. You may feel like giving back. However, come the Leo season in August, we do have the Queen of Cups reversed, so there is a kind of possibly some sort of disappointment, which leads you to be very emotionally withdrawn, or very just over emotional, but I feel that you're not getting the emotional energy back, possibly, that you're giving out. So it's kind of like a and you know what, I wouldn't even say unrequited love. I just feel like maybe the person you're seeing, this King of Pentacles possibly, is just not very emotional. Maybe they've kind of emotionally stunted themselves, so they're not very, maybe, affectionate. They could be really focused on work, really materialistic. Maybe this person appreciates you for how you look, and how you make them look, and maybe for you, you want someone to really appreciate you for you. You want a lovely kind of balance in the relationship where there is appreciation. You really do see the value in each other, rather than, and when I say value, I really mean to say the true value, which is, your character, your virtues, what you strive for, your ambitions, who you want to be. Maybe this person doesn't really appreciate that. They're very much more surface level. And although you do, probably really care about this person, you realise that maybe they're not really able to give you that emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. Again, which leads you then in September to be very decisive and be like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. Like, you come back to your truth, in the sense, and you're like, okay, I'm making a decision. It looks like, come straight after that in October, I think you put an end to something. The Ten of Swords may mean that, you kind of saw it coming. Sorry, the Ten of Swords reversed. So you kind of saw it coming come October. You kind of knew that, you kind of were already kind of prepared for it. And I feel that you're on top of it. Even though you may have really wanted this person, and you really, really love this person, and you do feel incredibly let down, and it's a complete end to something. It's like you're choosing this ending. It's like you're the one who's choosing the ending, even though they're the one that might have broke your heart, and possibly even walked away. You're still the one who said, well, regardless of what you've chosen, I'm choosing, to also end this, and you're accepting it. So stay strong in October. If this happens, hopefully energies would have completely shifted, and this will hopefully be not so bad. Maybe 8 of Swords, not so hard. But yeah, either way, it looks quite good, to be honest. Even though it's Ten of Swords still, I feel that it could be quite positive, although still disappointing to some extent. But yeah, you do become more decisive, and you know, before this, it's like you're listening to your emotions. You're not you're really balancing your emotions and your thoughts and all those kind of things. It's like just a lot of balance is brought in September, where you can't ignore your emotions. You can't ignore the fact. You can't talk yourself into this anymore. You can't say, okay, well, he was really nice and he did all this stuff. I know he's superficial, you know. Your intuition, your instinct. On top of that, some commitments that you might have made to yourself, and your intuition is telling you, you know, even though I really want this, I know what I need to do, and that's what you're doing. And yeah, okay, you do find yourself possibly on your own. You don't want to be on your own by the looks of it in November. Um, and it's quite possible that someone new could come in. You know, maybe there is a Sagittarius um, that comes in December with the Temperance card here. And I feel that your heart is still open. So I don't think you're put off love at all. And that's why I think, you know, you don't want to be on your own, but you are on your own. But you could also find yourself in a very good financial position at the moment or in November. So yeah, and I think that's got a lot to do with your emotional state as well. Because I think you are still open, you are still, your heart chakra basically is still very, I feel quite balanced this year, definitely. I feel that it's really bringing you abundance, really bringing you in like luck and support from others. Yeah. Okay, so in December we've got the Temperance card. As I said, this could be a Sagittarius that comes into your life, but this is a major arcana as well at the end of the year. So you start off quite strong, and you end also with changes, I feel, occurring in your life. Changes that do bring in balance. There is some sort of healing that is starting to take place. And the healing could be around this King of Pentacles. So here, yes, you know, we do see disappointment and not really satisfaction from your situation of being alone. I feel that you're just continuing to heal. And I think as December approaches, you're not quite there, but you're definitely getting there. And I feel that's possibly due to, you know, being around family, you know, being the Christmas season. There's lots of positivity around you, hopefully at that time. That allows you to kind of rebalance your emotions a little bit and find that healing. Yeah, you probably will, you know, you do need, there's a kind of message here as well about kind of following your heart. Following your heart will lead you to your desired destination. I feel like maybe you want to kind of find somewhere to kind of put your hat. You want to find somewhere to call home a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there was a strong emphasis on family at the beginning of the year, so maybe that's what it is. You're just looking for the final destination. You're kind of maybe tired of relationships not working out, maybe. You're just ready for, like, you know, the Ace of Cups here. I think you're just ready this year for an actual relationship, for something, you know, that's not superficial. Something that's real, that's grounded, that will stand the test of time. And that's like the person that maybe you're coming into the year with, or at the beginning of the year, for whatever reason, you guys aren't able to really cement things or make a commitment. Maybe because you think this guy's not worth it, possibly. Or this girl. Or maybe you're just not ready for commitment. Maybe you're just focused more on career. I did say I was going to flip the cards around, but yeah, I feel that the reading is actually quite clear. So, I'm going to pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle for you. Leo, 2018. Okay, these 3 cards came out. I'm going to just put them on the side here. Okay, so we've got a blonde female, which to me always represents Leo. It's fire, hair coloured lady, or Sagittarius even, or an Aries. But I see Aries as more blonde for some reason. But yeah. So I feel it's representing you, blonde female. So this is about getting into your femininity. Yeah, I think it's just about embracing your femininity this year. Again, we've got to focus on the mature woman. This is about you maturing, again, with the Empress card here. So Spirit is really saying to focus on your own maturity. You know, you are a work in progress here. And it could be that that's what this year is about, is working on yourself to bring you to a point of being ready for the kind of relationship that you do truly desire. Obviously, none of us can enter a relationship perfect. We're all going to come about imperfections. So we can't wait to be perfect. However, there is sometimes work to do to even be ready for a relationship. And it looks like there's some maturing that you'll be doing this year. So you're learning about past lives this year. You could have a few past... I mean, with the 5 of Pentacles reversed here, this can talk about soulmates. Soulmates to me are very similar to past life. I mean, your past life partner has to be a soulmate if you meet them in this life, right? So I feel it's a similar energy. We've then got twin flame here as well as the obstacle. So again, the twin flame energy is basically saying that you've got work to do. There's some growth that needs to be done on both of your parts, on this King of Pentacles, and also on your part. There are some emotional blockages I think that you do need to release. You are starting to release that because there's some trust or something that happens in June that really makes you feel, I feel, loved and protected and secure. And this starts to open up your heart and starts to put you on a path, I think, to love. And that's the work, that's the obstacle between you and yourself this year. Not to say that love won't come in. I mean, you know, you're a Leo. People are always going to be attracted to you. You're always fun to be around, you know, so there's always going to be admirers. But I guess for the love that you're looking for, this less superficial love that you're looking for will require you possibly to look a bit deeper within your heart this year. For any growth that you might need to do. This is a work in progress year. So you're looking at past lives and past life relationships and the lessons that they bring. So yeah, this person that you've met must be from a past life. And that's where your intuition possibly is coming in as well in May, where maybe you recognize this. And maybe when you do recognise this person really is here for you for longer than just a short-term period, even if they are, or you realise that this person, there is something special there. I feel like you know that they've come in for a reason, and it's for lessons possibly to learn. So do study this person. I feel do the work. You know. See why this person's come into your life, you know, allow it to mature you, learn from the lessons and learn from, and it might not even be lessons, but just learn, there's something to be learned as well. And it will be really eye-opening and it will really bring in a lot of growth around May, or the Taurus season even. your partner sees you or is learning about the brunette female. So this could be the third person possibly, if not you. But they could just be learning about women who maybe have, this is going to sound really terrible, but women who have maybe a bit more depth about them. It's just, yeah, I just feel that that's really what it's saying. Your partner could be learning about depth when it comes to women. Not saying that all dark-haired brunettes, females are like, you know, scholars and all blondes are, you know, wags, nothing like that at all. But it's just images and symbols, and it's just a symbolic message, I feel, that your partner could be looking at more depth, or maybe learning that this year, possibly through you. I feel you'll be teaching them about how to kind of be less superficial, and they could be teaching you issues around trust, and how you want to be appreciated by your partner. You see them as a gift or as very giving. You see them maybe again as quite superficial, someone that gives a lot of gifts. That's how they communicate, is through gifts. They see you as the ice queens. They see you as not really being in your emotions. Maybe, you know, because you have maybe got an agenda this year. You do know what you want. You are, you know, you can be the Two of Swords reversed as the year goes on. You're very focused on what you want. So you're very tunnel vision. So that can come across as maybe a bit abrasive or a bit immovable, a bit rigid, a bit ice queen like. Where you're able to kind of cut off your emotions and kind of get to doing what you need to do. So quite strong actually, emotionally, whether they like it or not. Okay, so what brings you together is money. So you both want money this year. Your partner loves money. They, you know, they're the King of Pentacles reversed. They want the money to show off. And to make them look more important in front of people, etc., etc. And you may want it for security because you're thinking about family and the future, or you could just be thinking about pampering yourself and looking after yourself, and that's really what you're trying to do this year, is try to love yourself more. And really and truly, that's the truth of the matter, is the more you love yourself, the more you can love others, the more others appreciate you. That you are looking to be appreciated, and you know you're the Empress, so looking for that Mr. Right, I guess, or that Mrs. Right that is able to appreciate you. There's a quality or some sort of balance, fairness and appreciation. Leo 2018. Love advice. Message in the bottom. So this talks about learning as well, and what it can do to me. Receiving information that maybe you wouldn't normally receive. So being open to that. You know, you could get messages coming in from kind of weird places. Like I said, there's things possibly that could be learned through your relationships this year that is karmic, that is to do with your past life, that is to do with your ultimate unfolding in this dimension, in your spiritual journey. So yeah, lots to be learned, messages coming through, so pay attention this year. I didn't mention these, did I? Gossip, obstacles and passions. This could be kind of themes in your relationships. You know, listening to yourself, not others. Obstacles. There will be a lot of obstacles this year because the twin flame is in your obstacle position. That's major obstacles, right? That's major growth as well. And passion will be the attraction. Passion will be maybe the glue that kind of holds you together, or what pulls you into these possibly kind of karmic relationships. this year. So there is a new life dawning for you, and it is about you taking control of that. Keep your own vision pure, clear, crystal clear to you. Allow yourself to imagine further than, beyond your wildest dreams. Really push the boat out, because it's whatever you believe is what's going to materialize into your new life. Come to the edge, take that risk in this new life, okay? Know why you're doing something. What is the reason why? Why are you even going after those dreams that you have? Why do you hold back maybe in relationships? Why do you attract the King of Pentacles? What does that really mean? Think about it, give it some thought. Meditate, take some time out and think about it. And the here and now, again, this talks about meditation and focusing on the here and now. Not worrying too much about the future and the past, but really thinking about where you are right now and what you have available to you right now to take you to wherever you want to get to. And also seeing things for how they are, not being too blurred. I mean, that could be where the healing comes in, that maybe there's a bit of a hurt that happened in the past, especially with the Ten of Swords here. When you wait, it will probably bring you into a period of quite deep thought. With the Ten of Swords, but always it's a mental card. So, yeah. As you will be asking why. And it does look like you'll be possibly doing some reading around this. Yeah, you could be doing some reading around it. Some sort of learning with the book here. There's a lot of learning going on this year. And you will need to take time to contemplate and figure out how that really works for you. What's holding you back? What's stopping you from coming to the edge and taking this risk, this new leap of faith into this new life that is being offered to you? And just don't forget to meditate, or to take the time out to really recognize what is in the here and now. Okay? Rather than, as I said, being clouded by future expectations or apprehensions or past mistakes or disappointments. Okay? Everything's a work in progress. There'll be messages coming through, so keep your ears pinned. Yeah, so that's the end of your reading, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment, that'd be much appreciated. Again, do follow my Instagram account. I'm also on Facebook, but better still, visit me at etsy.com, Symbols for Living. It's all one word, where you can see all of these lovely astrology gifts and things for your friends and family, especially for the Aquarius season. I'm sure they'd love a lovely Aquarius card. But yeah, take good care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.